Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and welcome to the English news of Binh Phuoc radio, television station and newspaper, and following are the headlines for today. Binh Phuoc promoting tourism activity. Building the An Khương rice brand. Power generation capacity projected to reach 146,000 megawatt by 2030. Unit Bát Tràng Poultry Museum. And now a detail. After nearly 2 years of grappling with the COVID-19 pandemic, Binh Phuoc province has now resumed tourism activity.
Phuoc Long Town has decided that tourism development is a key measure in socio-economic development and raising incomes. Eco-tourism and community-based tourism are viewed as bringing sustainable development to the province overall. In recent times, Phuoc Long Town has boosted its promotional work to increase awareness and a sense of responsibility among organizations, businesses, and individuals, and mobilized people to take part in tourism and create a sustainable tourism environment. With advantages from being home to Thác Mơ Lake, Bà Rạ Mountain, Nhớ Lake, and Long Thủy Lake, Phuoc Long Town has focused on exploiting local potential and developing specific tourism products, boosting tourism promotions, and building an attractive and distinctive brand for its tourism sector. With food solutions, the development of ecotourism and community-based tourism has brought economic efficiency to many households, promoting the local image and attracting more tourists.
With sustainable soils, rice has long been known as typical product of An Khương commune in Hớn Quản district.
Over recent years, productivity and output in An Khương have gradually increased thanks to investment in the canal network and local farmers applying science and technology in production.
In addition to providing clean products to the market, it is necessary to promote the development of ecotourism associated with agriculture to not only grow high-quality agricultural products but also boost tourism offerings.
Of particular note, many have changed their production methods and now strictly follow organic farming processes after joining a dedicated cooperative. The average yield is 5 tons per hectare on more than 200 hectares. The formation of a cooperative for organic rice cultivation and promoting the An Khương rice brand is expected to increase value added to local rice products. It is also considered a solution for farmers to increase their earnings in the context of output remaining precarious at this time.
A delegation from Binh Phuoc province border guard donated cattle and presented scholarship to Cambodian people and students during a recent visit.
In Snow District, Kratie Province, the delegation donated 20 breeding cows to families in difficult circumstances. Of these, 10 came from Vietnam's Ministry of National Defense and 10 from Cambodia's Ministry of National Defense. Colonel Hoàng Văn Thành, Deputy Political Commercer of the Border Guard Binh Phuoc Province, also presented 50 scholarships with 3 million Vietnam dong aid to disadvantaged local students. The scholarships came from the Vietnam Border Guard Command. This is part of activities held within the first Vietnam-Cambodia Border Defense Friendship Exchange Program, aimed at tightening solidarity, friendship, cooperation, and long-term and sustainable development between the two countries.
Deputy Prime Minister Lim Minh Khai has signed resolution issuing the government action program to implement the National Assembly resolution on economic restructuring plan for 2021 and 2025.
The resolution sets a target of revamping the growth model and improving productivity, quality, competitiveness and self-reliance, adaptations and resilience of the national economy. Accordingly, labor productivity is projected to grow more than 6.5% annually, and the gap in national competitiveness with other ASEAN countries, namely Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, and Thailand, will be narrowed by 2025, especially in terms of institutions, infrastructures, and human resources. Among 35,000 cooperatives set by the end of 2025, more than 3,000 will utilize high technologies in production and consumption, and 50% of agricultural cooperatives set up connectivity with businesses in value chains. To fulfill the targets, the resolution specifies major tasks and solutions, with the first group of tasks focusing on restructuring public investment, state budgets, credit organizations, and public non-business units.
Vietnam power generation capacity is projected to reach 146,000 MW by 2030, according to a Deputy Prime Minister Lê Văn Thanh conclusion at a conference with the locality regarding the completion of the National Power Development Plan for the 2021 to 2030 period with a vision to 2045.
The figure is down by 35,000 megawatts compared to the version submitted on March 26, 2021. The power sector will focus on green energy transition and clean energy and cut down on greenhouse gas emission sources. The Ministry of Industry and Trade has been assigned to collect opinions from localities to fine-tune the National Power Development Plan. It has also been asked to prioritize for each period and address bottlenecks in electricity development. The Deputy Prime Minister requested the Ministry to urgently study opinions to finalize the draft National Power Development Plan for approval by the State Appraisal Council by April 25, 2022.
In a bid to gradually affirm its brand in domestic and international market, tea producers in Mộc Châu district in mountainous Sơn La province have not only focused on improving quality and design, but also on promoting technological application in tea processing. This helps create high-quality tea while also protecting the environment.
Vũ Tiến Dung's family in Mộc Châu district owns a 1.6-hectare tea plantation that has been constructed with the Vina Tea Mộc Châu Chai Stock Company since 1997. Over the past 2 years, the task of growing and harvesting tea has become much less difficult for his family, thanks to the application of high technology in production.
All steps in tea production are now done using machinery, from plowing and spraying to cutting tea leaves.
Many local businesses now operate value chain models towards sustainable and modern agriculture production, bringing higher value. By actively applying science and technology and linking production, Vina Tea Mộc Châu has more than 320 hectares of tea recognized by the Sơn La Provincial People's Committee as the first high-tech application area in the locality.
Being recognized as a high-tech application area is a great foundation for us to assess the provincial policies. We will apply more technological advances, such as spraying pesticides with drones and other techniques to improve tea production.
Forming and broadening a high-tech tea area will create better conditions for producers to further improve the Mộc Châu tea brand, enabling products to reach not only domestic but also international markets.
Amid the strong growth of the fishery sector, the preservation and restoration of fishery resources and the protection of biodiversity have become a focus of coastal locality.
According to the Directorate of Fisheries under the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, the Vietnamese fisheries sector has expanded greatly, with export revenue reaching nearly $9 billion per year. With joint efforts of the Directorate, localities and community, the restoration of fisheries resources has been on the right track. Fishermen and coastal communities' awareness of conserving and restoring fisheries resources and biodiversity protection has been improved. Efforts to regenerate fisheries resources and protect the environment will also contribute to enhancing the prestige of the sector and maximize its potentials and advantages, the Directorate stressed. It added that the protection and regeneration of resources will ensure harmony in the overall development of the fisheries sector as well as the livelihoods of the coastal community.
In the heart of the Bát Tràng ancient poetry village in Gia Lâm district, Hanoi, the Bát Tràng Poetry Museum is not only a place to preserve the village's cultural value, but also a destination for visitors far and wide.
On an area of 3,700 square meters in Bát Tràng village, the museum is part of the quintet of the Vietnamese Craft Village project, which aims to develop craft villages around the country. The museum consists of 7 funnel-shaped buildings intertwined together, with outerwards carved into multi-layer patterns that form a unique work. There are 3 exhibition floors at the museum, which have visitors gain an understanding of the craft village story history.
Here you can see depictions of the process of pottery making, from preparing soil to glazing jars, painting the enamel, and then unloading the kiln. Materials and the kiln with open door are also on display, like Bát Tràng in the olden days.
While the rooftop is placed for visitors to relax, the basement of the museum allows them to experience molding and painting ceramics from the most rudimentary objects.
I love to bring my children here, where they can be closer to nature and experience pottery making. They can play more comfortably and learn to be more creative. The design here is quite elaborate and delicate, with the main color of brown, making me feel like I'm in a pottery area. I would recommend that my friends come and visit.
The Bát Tràng Pottery Museum will open its second and third floors to welcome the first visitor on April 30 and May 1st.
That's all for today on Bình Phuoc Radio, television station and newspaper news. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.